when we were talking about what video to react to next, I could not believe we've never watched this group.
Yeah, probably in my top 5 shows of all time for me personally. So yeah.
Yeah, we both love it. We've talked about how much we loved this RCC group so many times on here, and somehow we've never reacted to it. So that's what we're doing today. This is Aged Out Reacts, everybody. We're the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Michael Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And very quickly, head over to agedoutpodcast.com, grab a shirt sticker if you want, patreon.com, join button here on YouTube if you want to support us financially. Otherwise, let's jump into some RCC.
Yeah, 2012 RCC.
Yep.
I believe this show was The Gift. I know
There
I've
we
talked
go.
about this in podcasts and stuff before, but
I know but I've
watched
never.
it.
So this first is just a 1 minute little clip we're gonna watch of them in the lot. This is not finals day because the sun's out. This is Drumline AV. Go subscribe there. But I figured we'd start with a very short battery excerpt to show the quality because the quad line was stacked. Nick RC, Chris Drummer, Scott Nelson, Amador, and forgive me, someone let us know in the comments. I don't know who the fifth guy is. So if you know who the fifth guy was,
obviously good at quads.
Obviously very good at quads. Apologies, but the other 4 I do know, and they were all phenomenal. Still probably are. Just great fast singles, attacked right on it. Great job playing the fast roll into the big open triplet roll you have to hold on to.
It'll be fun to watch this show again. Just I haven't seen it in a while.
It's been a while for me too.
A lot of the bass body is the same as it is today.
Yep.
Little spins, circles.
Great entry. Let's listen to that one more time. That's just like a great entry by each of the quad players there.
Add in on the 16th note or
Yeah.
sextuplet, whatever the rhythm is there.
Didn't go back far enough. Here we go.
Sheesh.
So smooth.
Yeah, triplet figure.
And to attack
Yep.
from that height as well as this is very thematic for the show. You'll see it when we watch the show on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
All right.
This show has a moment in it too that's I know I've referenced it when we were recently visited the MCM silent moment. This is like probably one of the first times I saw a group do something like this where they kind of blanketed out the soundscape.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about it when it gets there, but
And something I'll point out too before we jump in. This you'll notice the same thing from when we watched Rhythm X in 2010, that show. The activity's come a long way in terms of production value. But what I give credit to this design team for, with the, I don't want to even call it lack of production. I want to hesitate to say it that way, but with that current era of the activities production level, the creativity and the way they still got the effects across with like less electronics, less produced around the floor with props and just all these things going on, just with body, choreo that was clean, simple, and effective. They just did a phenomenal job.
yeah.
All right. This is RCC's YouTube channel. Go subscribe. They have like 3,000 subscribers. Hopefully they'll start putting content up again. They might still be. I haven't checked. I should. But link to this is in the description. If you want to watch it without us, go support RCC and go subscribe to their channel.
The Great War.
Yeah, they're still putting up their own content.
Good.
He was a soldier in the Great War.
Just all the metallic shrieking, very eerie,
Far away.
Setting the
gearing
stage.
up for battle.
Against enemies of freedom.
The poses, like the prone positions. Marching orders, here we go.
Love the hard implements in the front. Just adding to that harsh ambiance. Jeez.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, that full battery moment built so well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
A lot of that.
We're gonna watch that again.
The drumstick poses like like you have your rifle, like you're ready. Dude, that just opening add-in too, just very aggressive.
And you've got the opening snare add-in, right passing the ball over to the quad line, just throws down this like 8-bar phrase of just full of notes and smooth as butter into the bass line. That it all culminates from the two sides of the floor together into that just dense, intense battery moment.
The props are very reminiscent of the beaches of Normandy, the D-Day
the tank
invasion,
traps
all
and
that
stuff.
Yep.
As my dad calls me. Let's just get the whole opening phrase again from the snare add-in, since we just talked about it.
Drums sound good.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. That's just good old indoor drumline right there.
Yeah,
Just
it's
well
just good.
paced, well designed.
Ooh, does the environmental demand shifts? I remember this front ensemble being really, really good too.
Yeah, the whole ensemble. I like how the marimbas lined up with the unisons in the bass line in that moment. Difficult add-in.
Just the chaos of this moment too, like representing
So much
almost the
going on.
chaos. Yeah, in a battlefield.
To go to complete silence.
All right, yeah. This is it. Like you've almost been like flashbanged, like
Artillery hit near you and
like your ears are just ringing. Oh, great
That's really
reps.
hard. Those open tap vibes, just so in there.
Oof, yeah. The cliffhang.
Right to the delicate roll, facing back floor.
Backfield.
Yeah, I almost said field. They pace that crescendo of those hand-to-hands so
Yeah, the
well.
build in with the front ensemble, like the sound effect too.
Yeah, it's and then once
This
again,
show
like,
this show holds up.
It
All right,
really
so
does.
I was curious,
It
we're
really
coming into
does.
13 years later. Dude, this would still
it would probably do
very
really
well.
well this year if it was the same group, same show, same music, all that stuff. But even down to little details of for some reason I never remember noticing this. All of the harder implements being used in the front, like on the xylo or even on other of the keyboards and just the auxiliary percussion, just a lot of harsher sounds. Which again, it's a war show. It makes sense why you would have that kind of more intense, like you called it metallic earlier as well. Just fits so well.
I'm sure there have been tons of other groups maybe before, but this is one of the first groups too that I remember doing like the footy style shoes. They use I think they're called Vibrams, where they're like the toe shoes.
Yeah.
I know MCM did years where they went barefoot, which
I guess credit to them, but that probably
to hell
sucked.
with that.
That probably sucked.
But and now people all the time, they don't use like the traditional marching shoes anymore. They use like Nikes, Adidas, Pumas, whatever sneakers.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously very theatrical. Man down, very eerie use of the glissando. Yeah, sophisticated still. That bass break too, like not pause just for a second. I mean, not like, you know, incredibly like, you know, hand to hand lasers, but just like, you know, very dynamic with the phrasing and the shaping, the ups and downs. So yeah, I mean, I think we could get a little bit more bass breaks like that today. Not everything has to be.
Are you getting at groups try to do too much sometimes with the bass breaks?
Yeah, like.
It's almost like a keeping up with the Joneses thing.
Yeah, when every bass break ends with like hand to hands as loud as you can play them, it's like that's really good and it's really hard, but like okay, separation. We need some separation. Great attack.
Great mackerel.
Great another space attack.
Then they hung the space.
Oof, dude, so much space in there. And then where they did like the really low end shift to the 60 notes on the right hand.
That had a little something for everybody. Like if you're a snare drummer, even if you're not, like it had the choppy flam section. It had hanging the high note up there with that attack was immaculate. They had the macroll stuff in there, tap five. It's just, and it was long too. It was a long phrase for a snare feature.
I've never learned this. I kind of want to now.
I'll do it. Send me the sheets if you find it. I was getting ready to say we had a pretty iconic snare feature this year in 2012 at X, but that's up there with that one. That's up there with what we played, if not debatably.
I like that one. I like that one more.
Ours we played was just very, very dense, and there was some roughs and space, but not that kind of space that they had in theirs. If you find the sheets, email me. Email them to me.
I'll find them.
All right.
Oh, I know where I probably have them. All right, keep going.
He's already got them, everybody, in his library.
I hope someday you will understand why I am here. What we stand for. My sacrifice. Our sacrifice.
Kind of hints on like a lot of historical things too. The treatment of soldiers throughout history, sometimes good, sometimes not as good.
The traditional grip on the quads. Got to give Chris Drummer his solo.
They're all trading.
Yep.
Yeah, the gift, you know.
Great open rolls. Very visually pleasing to the eye, too, with the drill set. Ooh, you got to hold on so much at that speed. The threes in there? Did you catch the threes?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of fanboying as a snare drummer over this right now. Apologies to our quad basses and front people. I am going to back up and replay this front moment.
Xylo layering on top.
Yeah. I was talking over that most of that front moment. Just unison, clean.
Great.
Yes, we are gonna watch that again.
Yeah, dude, this would still.
This might be one of my favorite.
I think this could still win.
This might be one of my favorite WGI shows of all time. Just it has the
Yeah.
notes, the pacing, the theme is just this kind of the military theme works with drums. Obviously, it's been a part of
Yeah.
it forever. It just works. So, but even that quad break, we're gonna watch it again here in a second.
Sheesh.
But not only were they going nuts, they weren't right next to each other. Like most quad breaks, they're like in a little arc when you throw down like that. They're like 8 to 5 steps apart each or 3. Like they're in a long line, and it still sounds that good. Just filthy good.
Fantastic. That's a big form.
Huge line.
Kind of the majestic front ensemble.
Yeah. So good.
He fought for hope and freedom.
We got to have somebody that was in this show on here. Nick RC, Joel Meyer, somebody. We have to know somebody.
You are a gift from God. And this freedom
And what I do with it is my gift to you.
Pretty decent job with the fold there.
Joel with the close up at the end.
Yeah.
Dude,
that show's still nasty.
I hadn't watched that show in probably a decade. Like actually watched it from start to finish and like focused. Man.
Yeah, dude. It's still nasty.
What's criminal? And I know anyone that marched or is aware of like the groups that were great in the 80s, 90s, and the video records aren't out there. Even 2012, there's not really good lot videos out there of this group. There's not, like, this is a 480p video, probably ripped off the DVD by RCC and uploaded. Go subscribe to their channel. Please go support the ensemble.
Yeah.
But it's just the records aren't out there. Like, there's no lot videos from finals of this group. But there are a few that are rougher quality and just short, weird angles. So good.
Dude.
I have no other words.
Shout out RCC 2012.
Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe, everybody. Let us know what you think of RCC 12. Grab a shirt, sticker, you know the drill. All the relevant links to original videos are in the video description. And we get the Pulse preview show this weekend.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Honestly, I couldn't think of a better group to watch to set us up for indoor 2025.
Hey,
my blood's pumping for some indoor now after watching that. I'm ready to go with the season. I'm excited. All right. We'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.